Hello, everyone. This is Eric from Etiquette back for the first live stream in maybe forever. Let's see, when was my last live stream? 2 years ago. Let's see if I've still got it in me. Welcome back to new viewers and old viewers. I'm sure people will start. Ah, sorry. Sorry. I've got it on in the background. As you can see, it's a new place behind me. I moved to a new apartment. I'm still trying to set it up. So yeah, maybe the lighting isn't good enough, or I'm also going to be a bit rusty. So I just want to warn you beforehand. But I'm very excited to be back. It's been a while since I've seen you guys. I've really missed you. And yeah, for those of you who don't know, my name's Eric, and this is my channel Etiquette. It's right now I'm streaming on Facebook on the main Etiquette English Teachers channel, and also on the smaller channel, the Best English Learning channel, a channel I'm trying to grow specifically for English learners. So yeah, maybe I should give a brief backstory, but before that, let's say hello to a few people. Costa Melina, hello Eric. Hi Costa. Gian, so you've got a question. I'm going to answer. I'm going to try and answer this question later. And then my dad. Hi dad. Guys, I know this is a live stream. How I used to do it is. I just go through the questions and I try and talk to everyone that's on there. And we've got Khalid. I'm a new teacher as an EFL teacher. Nice to meet you, Khalid. Nice to meet you too. Guys, if you've got any questions, if there's anything you would like to talk about, put it in the comments below. I do go through them slowly, and I'm just going to introduce myself and the channel, and I'll try to answer all the questions I see, but feel free to chat in the chat box. Manuel, welcome back from Tenerife, Canary Islands. This is Manuel. Manuel, it's a pleasure to see you again. Your apartment's looking good. Thank you, Costa. Yeah, for so I used to sit. I've still got the same furniture. I used to sit behind that table with the chair behind me. My mom's pillows still there. I could never get rid of them. She would disown me, and yeah. But I thought I'd try something new. I still need to fix a lot, especially when it comes to the sound, the lighting, especially. I need to buy a new tripod. I know it looks okay, but it's a lot of these things are just working. With prayers. I don't know. Andrew, good to see you. I am back. Yeah, guys, I'm going to start live streaming again. I'm going to try and do it at least once a week, but I'm also going to be live streaming throughout the week. There are so many things I want to start talking about, just like my normal Sunday night live streams. Well, it's Sunday night for me. I live in South Korea. It's 10 p.m. here. And I'm going to start streaming during the week as well. And I want to start talking about more things. So I'm going to look up interesting news stories, or maybe I'll look at some videos that I'd like to share, or that you would like me to talk about. So I'm going to try and stream a bit more because well, I'll get to the reason in a second. First, let's see. Charles Guerrero. I know Eddie Guerrero used to be a wrestler. Not the same person, but Charles. Hi. Najma, welcome. Najum, hi. Hazel, Pura Vida, good morning. Nice. Kadi, hi. You are very gentle. I try to be. Yeah, I try to be. Sometimes, except if I'm playing with my brothers, then there no holds barred, no rules. Let's see. Hi, Eric. I'm Imran from Pakistan, working as an education officer. Hi, Imran. Nice to meet you. Hazel, I'm from Costa Rica, but I'm teaching English in the US. I would like to know more about reading techniques. Okay, well, guys, one of the things I try to do on this channel is my goal is to cover everything I possibly can. So it's about sharing techniques, talking about classroom management. I try to talk about activities students can do. And I've actually made a big series on reading activities. And recently, I made a series of videos on how to teach students specifically for English tests like TOEIC, IELTS, and TOEFL. So let me see. I'll go through my library and try and quickly find. What are you looking for again? You're looking for the reading techniques. Okay, I'm going to share a video with you that I made on 10 tips for teaching, but this counts especially just for. Let me see. Where's reading? Reading. Let's see if I can find it. Reading speed. Advanced English reading tips. Okay. And then I've also got another video with 50 reading activities that I think is quite cool. Okay, I'm going to post this in there. This is a recent video I posted about reading activities. Mawai, hello. Nice to see you again. Welcome back. Elena, how do you handle rich, lazy, spoiled high school kids who want to do nothing but spend money, play computer games? Okay, spoiled kids. Interesting. I'll get to that one. I think that will be my second question. Thank you, Elena. Vizal, hi. Hi from Yemen. Thank you. Muhammad, hi. How are you? I'm doing really well, guys. I really missed you all. Like I said, I used to stream for 3 years. Every single Sunday I would stream at this point. And then I took a break. I wanted to take a break because I wanted to focus on other things. But now I'm back. I'm going to make even more content. I've got a few courses. I want to make. The first one will be about how to teach online. So online teaching tips. I'm going to, not tips, but how to teach online. And I'm going to share websites, activities, AI tools that you can use. So I'm going to focus on that within the next couple of months. So that's going to be my focus. Great. Julia, greetings from Myanmar. First time here. Welcome. I'm happy to see you. Emma, hi. Nice seeing you too. Teaching in Sicily. I feel like since moving to a new school, I have imposter syndrome. I feel like I'm a new teacher all over again. You know what I'm going to say about that? Embrace that feeling. Often we feel nervous or we feel worried, and you're not going to feel that way for long. It will change. It's just natural. It's like right before I started with this live stream. So a couple of years ago, I used to do this every week. And before every single live session, I would get imposter syndrome. I'll be like, what am I going to say? I don't have a teleprompter. I don't have a script. What if I don't know what to say? What if I give bad advice? And, all these what ifs will kill it will see. That's exactly what I was worried about. It won't help you in the long run. It will actually damage your confidence. So it's also, I read a book a while ago, How to Stop Worrying and Start Living. Honestly, most worries that we have, we can control them. And having imposter syndrome, whether you're an imposter or not, doesn't matter. If you are an imposter, you're going to have to learn how to overcome it and just do it. But if it's just imposter syndrome, meaning that you just feel that way, then you know that it's not real, and that eventually the natural confident you will come out and you'll be okay. That's what I think about that. Hi, Julia, so nice to see you guys chatting. Flor, hi from Peru. Sumaya, welcome back from Tunisia. Charles, would you mention some classroom management techniques that we can use for teenagers? Right. So actually, some of my most popular videos are just general tips for classroom management. I've made so many videos. Actually, I think I need to create a compilation of them. But I would like to make a video specifically for teenagers because I made a specific video for young learners, but I think I need to make one for older students too. I'll share some of. You can go to my channel and just search. There's a playlist with classroom management, and I've got, I think, like 50 videos just about classroom management. But I'll make one in the future specifically for high school teachers. Najma, as teacher, we need to constantly learn new things. At times, we don't feel motivated to learn. How do you deal with that? Very true. It's sometimes it's just easy to stagnate and not to improve, not to learn new things. But yeah, I guess everybody has to find their own internal motivation for improving themselves. You've got to find a reason that makes you think, wow, my life will be better if I do this. I'm always amazed when I see teachers that go to that try go to go to groups to learn, or to go to conferences. I think that's amazing to do that. So we've all got to find a reason within ourselves to motivate us. So whether it's that you're going to be a better teacher, whether maybe if you learn these techniques, it can help you down the line to get a promotion, or maybe just find something out of interest. If there's a specific area within what you're teaching that you enjoy or that you find interesting, use that as a launching pad for you to learn more about teaching. If you're into sports, start learning more about sports and then try to adapt it towards your teaching. I can't give a specific example, but yeah, find a reason to start, a personal reason. Arman, thank you so much from the Philippines. I just saw one of my friends in El Nido, beautiful islands there. Welcome back. Little did I know I'm on this website. Ovidiu, Robert Sapolsky, behave. If yes, what's your opinion? I haven't, but I'm going to make a note of it. Usually when like I said, these lights of mine, they don't work. I need to get one. Let me write it down. What is it? Behave from Robert Sapolsky. I'll check it out. I'm always looking for new material to read about classroom management to improve myself too. From Tunisia, my dad says, nice to see so many of the regulars back. Welcome back, guys. Streaming on Facebook and the main YouTube channel. Sorry, guys, I've got this one light that I need to replace it. Okay, now let's go back to the very first question I had about, please, light, just work. Okay. How do you handle high levels of student apathy at high school level? Now, this is a big problem. Students that don't care, especially at high school level. This is a very difficult time. This is where the students, socially, emotionally, physically, they're starting to change, and I think it's very interesting how they're starting to move away from just staying in their groups, but now they're becoming individuals. And so we've got to understand that they are going through many changes, like their bodies are changing, their hormones. I remember I was crazy when I was 14 to 16. I wasn't a bad kid. I listened to my teachers, but sometimes I would misbehave, or I would do things wrong, and the reason for it was never wrong. And I think as teachers, yes, we should try to control our classrooms, and we should use classroom management. We should try and make lessons engaging. We should work with our students. We should create relationships with them. All of these things are important, so you connect it to their interest. You help them to learn better. You make them understand that if they fail, it just means that they can work harder. You can use them to work together. But I think the most important thing for us is, as teachers, is understanding. Now, I'm just going to preface this by saying that if a child acts out, or if there's violence, or if they don't do their work, or if they are hostile towards you, you're not going to try to understand that. All right, you're not supposed to take that in class. But if there are minor things that are happening in class, you're supposed to monitor your students and try and understand what's going on with them, build relationships, try and ask them what's going on. Those kids, if they don't like or respect you, they won't work hard in your class. But if they like you, they're going to try harder. Even if they don't like the work, they'll work harder. Now, if they don't like or respect you, then you're going to have to do it through what they're learning. You're going to have to make learning fun or interesting. You've got to help them understand systematically how things work. But yeah, it all comes down to creating a positive environment and building those individual relationships with your students. If you have students that act like they don't care, talk to them individually. I think if you can spend, if each day, let's say each day, you just take one of those students, you say, hey, listen, we're going to have a one-on-one chat with each one of you throughout this month. So let's go through the class list. After class, I'm going to chat to you. Or at the end of class, you give the students some work to do, some reading, and you get one of the students each day, chat with them, find out what's going on in their lives. Because if just by spending a little bit more time with each student, you're going to find that as a whole, those students are going to be more interested in the work and they're going to want to work with you. Yeah, I really need to make another video on this. It's just something I'm thinking about. I heard this. I watch UFC, and I heard this one fighter. He had a very difficult childhood. He had a really difficult childhood, and when he was younger, the only role model he had was his grandfather, who was a racist and part of the KKK. And he at 12 years old, he had like he put a swastika on his shirt or something. And he talks about this, where he might have gone to jail if it wasn't for fighting. But he said a teacher came up to him, and instead of the teacher asking him, listen, 12-year-old little boy, it seems like something is going on in your life, let's talk about it. Instead of that, he said the teachers would push him against the wall. They would taunt him, and they would just blast him out. They would see him as a pariah in class, and that if it wasn't for finding a group of people that had ambition and taught him how to be a better person, he might have ended in a really bad place. But when he told this story, I just thought, often we don't know what's going on in our students' lives. And it's up to us to try and be the adults and build relationships with them. Once again, I'm going to say that, you cannot be weak with students. You cannot say, oh, they're acting out because they are angry or because they're sad. Find a reason to work through it with them, if possible. Okay, that's something I was just thinking about. So that's what I usually do. Okay, guys, if you've got any questions, I'll go to the next one now. Let me ask a question. Where do you come from? I'm trying to get your accents. I'm inclined with Australia or South Africa. Manuel, you're very smart. I'm from South Africa. I'm from South Africa, and I'm currently teaching in South Korea. I started this YouTube channel 6 years ago. Only 6 years, not that bad. And I hate this light, this flash. I apologize, everyone. I'll try and fix it through the week. I was going to order a new one, but I can't find a big enough one. Anyway. Yeah, I started this channel 6 years ago. I live stream for 3 years, and my goal is to create all types of content that teachers can use in their classes to make teaching easier. I'm also working on creating worksheets and books. I started a second channel 2 years ago for English learners, but I'm still working on building that channel. With the last 2 years, my dad's been helping me out with the channel. Thanks, Dad, for editing. So he's been editing some of my videos. It's just been a lot of work. I'm just a normal teacher. I was super shy. I hated getting in front of the camera, and now I'm doing it, and I'm doing it because there was no one else. If I don't know why there wasn't some university with better professors and experts creating content for teachers to use. I'm sure there are some. I'm still looking towards it, but yeah. So I just started the channel. I share activities and some tips, and my goal is to cover everything teacher related. And also, I like to collaborate with other YouTubers or other content creators. So I haven't done it in a while, but I usually like to meet or chat with other teachers too. Go on their channels or have them on mine. And yeah, in the future, I'd like. Sorry, and yeah, in the future, I'd like to do more public speaking. So I'm using this live stream to practice. What I'm going to do with the live stream, like I said before, I'm going to try to do this a few times a week on both channels to see how it goes, because there's just so much to cover, and I want to make it more fun, because right now most of my content, we call it evergreen content. So I try to cover topics that teachers are always searching for. So I get new teachers joining the channel and watching these videos, which I really appreciate. But I think I need to work more on content that people want to see, are interested to watch, and might actually improve the views to grow more quickly. So I'll try that in the future. Jean, hi, I'm Jean Rebel Romulus. What a cool name from Haiti. Uh, Keep up the good work. Thank you. Um, let's see, stronger. Omar, I'm a new teacher and I make many mistakes with management. I lose control of class many times. How can I recover their attention? Well, I made a video on classroom management and how to get their attention. Many guys, let me share. Okay, so it's a very long playlist. Let me quickly go to my channel. It's a very long playlist. Um, it's classroom management, and in there I would just say, check it out, try and where are you? No, don't play. I would say check out this playlist. It's got many ideas in there. Hopefully you find something useful, but I try and cover as much as I possibly can. So check it out. Najum, I'd like to know how to handle ChatGPT learning English. Handle ChatGPT. I've done a video on 50 ways teachers can use ChatGPT. I made it 2 years ago. I'm going to create a new video where I'm going to share how to use ChatGPT for teachers, new features, and also activities that you can use. I'm going to look at AI tools, websites, especially free ones. I've made videos before, but I think it's time to update them, especially when I make this course about how to teach online. Ate, hi from the Philippines. I'm really in the mood to go to the Philippines, but I might actually go somewhere else first. I think you could remember when you are 15. Do as the Romans do. 14, 15. Reda, hi. Teaching with games is a good option, but I think it depends on the country. Right. It doesn't just have to be games. So actually, I'm going to share a website where you can get free PPT games. And I've shared so many games and no prep games that you can use in your classroom. I'm going to go over that again, but I think it's not just about playing games. It's the way that we teach. And I think another thing that's very important is how to transition between activities and keeping your students' attention. So the way that you start your class, it's going to be your routine, the way you start, the activity you do, the group activities that you employ, games that you play. And like I said, it doesn't necessarily have to be games, but it should be activities that students enjoy doing. And then to give them a break, maybe you go into lecture mode where you explain something. So once you find the structure of your class and your routines and how to handle your students, I think that makes teaching so much easier. So it's not just about, I remember when I first started teaching, it's like, wait, I need some games for this class. And then I'm stressing out because I need to find some for the next class and the next class. But once you have a structure to your class, you understand how you're going to time everything, how you're going to transition between things, how you're going to ask your students to explain themselves, what they did. I think that'll be way easier. Sildu, hi. Reda, hello, Eric. What can you tell us about training soft skills in students along with teaching them the English language? Love from Morocco to RSA. Thank you. I'm not in South Africa at the moment. I'm actually in South Korea, but I appreciate that. Soft skills, so important. I think it's up to the teacher to continuously work with their students. You don't have to make this a specific topic in class, but I think with each lesson, you can maybe look at what are some soft skills that you want. I would say this is a great idea for a video. I would say make a list how to teach soft skills. I'm making notes because these are videos I would like to do, and perhaps what I'll do is I'll do live streams where I prepare to answer these questions and I answer these questions, and then I will cut that live stream and use that as a video. I think that, yeah, that's what I'll do. How to teach soft skills. First, make a list of the type of skills that you want students to learn. You're not going to remember everything. Maybe ask ChatGPT to create the list. You're not going to remember everything you want to do with them. But as you teach, you can see some of the mistakes they're making or some of the things that can make them better learners or better human beings or better public speakers. So I constantly do this with my students. During a lesson, I will find one or two things that I want them to practice, and then I will explain what I want from them, and then maybe do a short activity where I let the students practice it with each other. I pick some of the students and they do it out loud. So let's say, for example, I want to teach students, two students have an argument, or let's say two students are shy. They don't work well together. First, I'm going to explain the problem to them. Guys, sometimes I put you in pairs. Both students might be shy to talk or where to start. So first, you're going to analyze the problem. You're going to write down how do you start, some of the points that you want to do, and what is the final result. And then both of you need to take turns to answer, and then you're going to complete it and practice it together. So maybe I explain something like that to them. Then once they're done and I can see they've practiced, then we're going to draw straws, or I'm going to pick two random groups to actually show us what they've learned. So that way the students know that what they're learning is important, and you can practice these soft skills while actually teaching your lessons, because we've only got so much, we've got limited time to teach everything. Okay, where are we? Already 30 minutes in. Let's see. Costa. I'm going to take a sip of water. What do you guys think about the new environment? I need to fix it a little bit. Like I said, I need a new light here because it always goes off and it's broken. Actually, it's very unsteady at the moment. So I need to buy a new one. I can't find it on the websites I go to here in Korea. And actually, I've been quite busy. It's the end of summer here in Korea. I went on vacation when was that? In June. In June, I went to Vietnam for a month, and while I was there, I was doing some editing but swimming a lot, eating really well. And then I came back to Korea and I did a month-long camp with students. And then I had a friend visiting. I was here. I moved into this new apartment and I was busy the whole month. And now my classes are starting. I teach at university. I teach basic English, especially spoken English, to the students, and help them with a lot of these skills. Also, I need to get back in shape, boys and girls. I need to start working out again. I'm gaining a lot of weight. I'm losing my physique. So today I went to a new gym, signed up, and I'm doing two types. I'm going to join the gym, and I'm joining some fitness classes, aerobics and yoga and things like that. So I've got a lot of things I want to do. I'm going to work on the channel. I'm going to create 2 courses and lots of worksheets. I'm going to live stream more, but I actually think that if I dedicate myself to these live streams, they can go really well because I can use the content for future videos. And I'm going to spend a couple of hours each day during the week trying to get into super shape again before Christmas. Okay, well, that's what I'm going to do. Wonderful channel. You are doing a noble work. Thank you so much. I hope to help. Sonda, thank you. The scumbag of New York. Wow, what a name. With South Korea's aging population, are you concerned about the job market? It was one of the reasons I held off applying. Yes, good question. Actually, we see a lot of universities already and schools closing. You also see a lot less hiring happening. Um, I am worried about it, especially in Korea where it's an aging population. Um, but I think I will still be okay for the next 5 years at this university. Hopefully, by then, if I have to go back to South Africa or to another country to teach, I do that. But hopefully, so my goal within the next year, personal goal, well, I'd like to get married and start a family. I'd like to get my PhD in a couple of years. I know it's late for that, but I'd like to work on that. And then also, from a financial point of view, or just with my career, I would like to focus more on the channel. If I can make content that sustains the channel without having me to go and teach, I'd like that. But ultimately, I would like to work with teachers. So if I can get a job working with teachers, I would love that. So we'll see. But right now, Korea is in a tough place with the aging population. So not many schools are hiring. A lot of teachers are worried about that, as am I. But hopefully, we'll still be okay for the next few years. Thank you for the questions, scumbag. So much fun to say. Ovidio, I know it's your sincerity that I like. Thank you so much. Prayers from Belize. Is there a video of you on lecture structure? I think there definitely is. It's going to be difficult to find it, but I'm sure I did one. I just don't remember exactly where. Wait, did I share the right one? I think I shared the wrong classroom management course. It's so difficult. Let's see. Yeah, I need to find it, I'm sure. Cherry Sue, is there any speaking practice topics? What, like a topic on speaking practice? Just work for once, please. Speaking practice topic. I'm going to make some more videos on speaking practice, but on the smaller channel, I've actually got a series of videos on the Best English Learning channel on how to, on 1,000 English questions and answers. And I'm also sharing lots of idioms, phrasal verbs. I'm also doing a series on grammar. The series on grammar, I basically do a live stream and then I edit it and then I put it out later so that people can view it more easily. But I think what's getting really popular are speaking practice videos, where it's either a test on vocabulary or you get conversations. That's what I would like to do in the future, is like make videos on normal English conversations, follow it along, explain some of the vocabulary or expressions in them. Good question. Thank you, Cherry Sue. Nelson, hi from Bogota, Colombia. Thank you for your teaching tips. I'm happy to share. Noga, how can we control students 10 when they are out of control? Yeah, this is a difficult one. I think I spoke about it briefly before, about how we deal with high school students that are apathetic. But yeah, I think with those students, it's something you have to constantly work on. So you want to create routines. You want them to understand the rules, to agree to the rules. You want to enforce the rules fairly. You also want to be vigilant in your class when students start to act out and when they start getting rowdy. You've got to stop them before they start getting too noisy. You've got to engage them. You've got to make them understand that what you're doing is important and it's relevant to their lives. And yeah, I think working on those interpersonal skills, very important. But yeah, rules, procedures, from the start, very important. I made a few topics. Now I need to, I made so many videos, but let me try and find the video on, what is it, classroom management. I've got so many. Classroom management. Let's see if I can find it. I've got like a billion. No, show all. Okay, so I need to make one specifically for all the classes, but let me just show you the secret to classroom management. Maybe I need to. I'll make a list of them soon where I can easily get all of them, because I've got so many videos out here. Just go to the channel and look for classroom management. I've got a few there. I hope it helps. Next time I'll make a list that I can share with you. Thank you so much for joining, everyone, by the way. Tesco, I love this, learning a lot. I'm so happy to have you. Thank you. Speaking practice tips for students and teachers. Have I made speaking practice tips? Yes. Actually, I shared it before, but I will quickly find it again. Let me quickly find, I'm just going to look for speaking. I made a new video. 20 speaking activities, speaking for, okay, here we go. This is 10 speaking tips for tests. It's I think this is a new video I'm going to release soon. Check this one out, Cherry Sue. I think you'll find it interesting. Okay, I'm going to share this one. This one hasn't been released yet. I might release it in a few weeks, but I thought I'd share it with you now. Okay, I'm happy to help whatever I said. Welcome to all the new teachers watching this live stream. Thank you, Dad, for helping out. I'm sure my dad helped there. Started off with on the right foot. Really important. Wahi, salam, Wahiba from Algeria. Hi. In China, we have the same problem, low birth rate. Actually, let me tell you one of the things I enjoy recently. It's going to sound very strange, but I like watching videos about China. There are a few YouTube channels where they talk about life in China. But because it's translated, the way that they speak and the word choice and the way that they think is so interesting. So I love listening to these YouTube videos about that. That's what I was listening to recently. And I think a couple of days ago, I started watching documentaries about life in Korea for interracial couples. So I thought that was kind of interesting, what I'm looking at the moment. Thank you for the great work. I'm so happy. Aging population is a dilemma about all medium-high countries. Nobody wants to carry on with children. Europe is a good example. Yeah, it's something I worry about too. You know, our parents had many children, but these days there are many reasons. I think the biggest reason is financial, but it's also a big mental shift where people are staying younger. They want to enjoy their lives longer. They are looking for the perfect relationship. The main reason will always be financial. But I think there's also a mental shift that has happened where a lot of people just want to selfishly live for themselves. Well, it's their choice, obviously. But some of them cite things like, oh, I don't want to bring kids into this bad world. The world is the best it's ever been. In the history of the world, we're living in the safest time with the most resources. So I think that is not a valid reason, saying, oh, I don't want to bring someone into this. If you're living in a really bad country where things are bad, in a really bad country where things are bad, oh, I really need to start speaking a bit more. Yeah, I don't think that's a valid response. But, it's easy for me to say something like that. I really want to have kids. I've waited a long time. I'm very late into my 30s. I would love to have kids, but still hasn't happened. So let's see what we can do about that. Sima, thank you so much. Bilal, hello from Morocco. Welcome. Oh, I had some Moroccan food before. Actually, tomorrow I might visit a friend. She's got a Moroccan cafe. And she said she's going to bake bread tomorrow at the cafe. So if I've got time after work, I might stop by at the Moroccan cafe. Mohammed from Sudan. I'm a certified teacher. What's the super method? yeah, I guess, building qualifications, getting experience, finding out. I think the first thing you have to do is find out where you want to be, and then kind of work from there. What qualifications do you need to get there? What experience? How can you get to where you want to be? That's how I got my job at this university. I found out what qualifications I needed, what experience, and then I had to sink in years of studying and getting the experience, and then also a bit of luck to get this job. And so I've just been staying here. I work as a lecturer in college for almost 9 years now. May consider to start teaching in school due to relocation to a new city. What is a major skill I have to adopt? I think as a lecturer, it's much easier to control the university students. That's what I found. They are there on their own dimes or on their parents' dimes, and they just want to finish and become adults. Or they want to have fun and then become adults. This is their last chance. But when you go to a school, you're going to have to work on how do I become a school teacher again? How do I work with the kids? How do I communicate with them? Because now it's much different teaching younger kids than teaching them. Like, for example, when I did a camp recently during summer vacation for 3 weeks with middle school students, and the way that I spoke to them, the activities we did, basically the whole thing of where I came from, this lecture mentality where it's a very academic way of teaching, working with the students. I had to actually become more energetic. I had to interact with the kids more. I had to smile. I had to be enthusiastic. I had to try more fun and fun activities that help them to move more, to keep them engaged. I had to joke a bit more. So I think, yeah, that's what you're going to have to work on, the big difference between the two. I hope this makes sense. Lee, superb mentor. Hi, thank you so much. Hongeng Cheng, hi. Great to meet you again in this live video. Long time no see, Hongeng. So lovely to have you here. Bilal, really like your content. Thank you. Susan from Syria, could we use the native language to explain the meaning of new vocabularies? Yes, but it comes with a caveat. Actually, so if you want the students to quickly understand what you mean, use the explain the word. I do that all the time. If I want the students to quickly just snap, oh, okay, we understand what it means, because otherwise you need to try to explain the word, draw it, give a definition, use it in a sentence, and then finally they might understand. But if you just want them to quickly understand what a word or phrase means, and what it is in the native language, use it. But you don't want to get the students into the habit of only using their native language. They should be comfortable making mistakes. Recently I saw this interesting thing where they looked at it. It was the study on why do Japanese students do much better at math than American students. And it was very interesting. They said Japanese students struggle more. They go into the classroom, they've got difficult things they have to try and problems that they have to solve, and they spend more time trying to solve these difficult equations or math problems. And so let's say 40 or 50% of the time they are learning, but they're applying their skills, but they're struggling and they're learning and they're comfortable learning and becoming better. Whereas in the US, maybe they only spend 10% of the time really struggling with difficult questions. They spend more time just repeating things or listening to the teacher or doing questions that they understand how to answer. And we think that we're building their confidence, but actually we should, not all the time, but we should try and put our students in uncomfortable situations where they are forced to learn. And with language learning, I'm usually quite cautious. I want my students to feel safe. I want to give them a foundation to work from. So I'll give them vocabulary, I'll give them an example, I'll help them. But sometimes we've also got to put them in uncomfortable situations where they need to use what they've learned, or they need to try and find a way to express themselves, even if they don't know how to do it. So we should try and put them in uncomfortable situations. So L1, most of the time you're going to want your students to use English. But if you just quickly want them to learn a word or phrase, then I think it's okay to explain it to them. Being 10 to 12 is like Mission Impossible 9. Control them. Very true, Manuel. Nalida, good morning from Bolivia. Swastik, how to gain access to your classroom management videos. Well, I think I posted the wrong one. That's actually the course. But I'm going to quickly find the normal classroom management course. I need to find it. I'll go to the playlist quickly. Content playlist, because I picked the wrong classroom management strategies. Is that the one? Yeah, I think this should be the one. I hope so. Yeah, that's a course. That's a course. Here we go. Get shareable link. And now I'm going to share the link. And this is all the free content. I do have some courses that I've made based on it, but this is all the free content that I have. Go through that, see if there's something that you can use. I will still make one. What did I say? I need to make one on classroom management for teens. Yeah, I think that's one I need, because I made one for young learners, and I was planning on making one for adults. It's not really necessary. I made videos on adults before, but I need to do one for teens. Can you suggest a good free online quiz generating platform apart from Kahoot? Yeah, I've used Kahoot. Recently, I've used Bamboozle a lot, but it's sometimes difficult to find free games there. You've got to create them yourself. I made videos on these websites before, but I'll have to look through it again, and I'll share some in the future again. And thank you to get a good wife and kids. Thank you, Najma. Yes, I'll make some new videos on the websites. I can't remember them off the tip of my tongue. Swastik, love from Nepal. Actually, one of my Nepali friends, it's his birthday today, Shohag. So I hope he's having a lovely birthday. Luisa from Honduras. Costa, I agree with the Japanese method. Students need to think more critically. Very true. Fawaz, could you please explain how to manage time in the classroom as you teach the class for the first day? Okay, so is this your very first class? In my first class teach for the first day. Well, the first class, what I usually do is I've made a video on first day of school. I'm sure I made a video on first day of school. Let me see. First day of school. I think I made a video. Okay, here's a video. First day of school. I'm going to share this video with you Fawaz. It basically explains well how to do the first day of school. When it comes to time management, I always explain exactly to the students, well, in the first 10 minutes, we're going to have a fun activity to loosen up. Then I'm going to teach you. Then you're going to do this. And then we'll finish this. We'll finish everything there. So they know exactly what's going to happen in class. So check out that video. I think I explain it in there. Nelson, I have 6th and 7th grade students in the same classroom. There are only 8 students, in fact. But how do I deal with lesson regarding different knowledge and different? I think I did a video on that. I wish I could give you. I've got teaching mixed level classes. Nice. Yeah, actually, I made a video specifically about this, teaching mixed level classes. This is a video I made a while ago. Guys, I would like to give advice, but if I've made a video on it, in that video, I wrote a script, I thought of it, I looked up resources, and I think the videos can explain it better than I can. And And plus, my brain is almost fried. I can only do this for so long. I'm quite rusty. But yeah, what do you guys think about the setup? Yeah, that's a video I just shared, is how to teach mixed level classes. It's about 10 minutes long. And it's also about differentiation in the classroom. So with differentiation, I can't explain it right now. It's in the video. I hope it helps. I might have to watch that video again to get a refresher course on what I've said. Yeah, guys, this is my new studio. I'm going to shoot most of my videos like this. I hope the sound is okay. I hope you enjoyed this. You can expect many more videos like this in the future. And I think, like I said, what I would like to do, especially during the week when I live stream, for the smaller channel, the Best English Learning channel, I'm going to focus on some of the grammar and also just chatting. So I want to get through this grammar, cover all grammar that I can. And then for the teacher channel, I would like to look at interesting stories relating to teaching, maybe some TikTok videos, look at them and then discuss that. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoy it. I hope you join me whenever you can. I'll try to fix the lighting, and I'll try to improve my speaking on camera. But yeah, I'm very happy to see all of you. I hope you have a lovely week. I usually go for 1 hour, but I kind of feel like I've run out of things to say, unless somebody's got a question that you want to ask and I can answer. But yeah, it's should I try and talk for 9 more minutes? I usually do. Maybe. Yeah, let me talk about my plan for the rest of this year. So tomorrow morning, I'm going to go to the gym. I'm going to, and then I'm busy editing a video on how to deal with coworkers, with colleagues in the classroom. The problem is I really hate the seat. I've got the seat and it hurts my back. I feel old every time I stand up. So I need to get a new seat perhaps, and then I can edit faster. So I'm going to edit this video about how to teach with colleagues. And then I'm immediately going to start shooting how to teach online. I'll be releasing some of my other teaching tips videos, especially teaching writing, reading, speaking, listening, all the skills. I've made some videos on those that I'll release. I'm going to work on the how to teach online with sharing websites, AI tools, and just activities that you can do while teaching online. And then also these videos that I've missed, I always make a list. I need to read this How to Behave from Robert Sapolsky. I might also do some more reviews, and I've also made some videos on figures in education, which I'd like to look at. I'll make a video on how to teach soft skills, classroom management for teens. I'll work on that. Once I've finished the course, though, I want to finish this course. Once I finish the course, I will start with the next course. The next course will be, actually, it's making worksheets. I've started making a curriculum on how to teach English. I've got 100 lessons planned on different grammar topics. And so I'm going to share, I'm creating a worksheet with activities, explanations, games that you can do in the class, so you know exactly how to teach whatever grammar point you're doing. So that is going to be a big one. I hope to finish that by December before I go on vacation. But I think that's what I'll do. Abdullah, hi. My dad's here. He says, have a great week, everyone. Till next time. Amina, hello. Can you make a video about evaluation and assessment, please? Let me make it evaluation and assessment. Very good. Have I made one? I don't think I have. Thank you. That's a really good topic. Thank you, Amina. I'll work on some videos like that in the future. Everyone, thank you so much for joining. I hope you have a lovely week, and I'll see you all next time. Bye-bye.